Hi, welcome to Coffee Talk, the show that tackles messy life with simple truths. My name is Teresa McKelvey.
And I'm Andy Kinman, and today we've got a very special guest for you. So sit back, get your favorite drink, and join us as we get to know Lisa Norton.
Welcome to Coffee Talk.
Thank you so much for letting me be here. I'm thrilled.
Oh, we're so excited to have you. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Lisa Norton. I have lived in this area my whole life. In fact, I was born in the hospital I work in. I'm a nurse at East Alabama Medical Center, first and foremost. No, I take that back. First and foremost, I'm a child of God. The second thing I do is I'm a nurse at East Alabama Medical Center. I'm proud to hold that title. I'm also a music minister at Airview Baptist Church in Opelika. I'm honored to serve there with my brother, Tommy Ray, as my pastor. Oh, and if you think we don't have fun, y'all need to come. Y'all need to come visit us sometime. Right. We really do have a good time in the Lord, and we've done great things and just prospering and just doing great. I have sang my whole life. Wow. Not professionally, but, just my foundation is in gospel music, really. And I sang as a child with my parents. My dad played fiddle, had lots of cousins, aunts, and uncles that sang, and we sang together a lot growing up. When I got the call to become a music minister, I was like, Lord, never done this before. Right. So here we go. And that was in 2001. Oh, wow. So that was at Central Baptist Church in Opelika with Reverend Gerald Sykes, who was an honor to serve with. And from that, I cultivated a little bit of a writing passion. Let me just call it a passion. Yeah. But because, through life's things that just got thrown at me during that time, I didn't have time to really fine-tune it. And I still hadn't fine-tuned it, but right. It's a whole lot better than it was back then.
So you have kind of something in common with Andy, that he comes from a pretty big family background in music. You actually even know his mom.
I do, and she's one of my really good friends. I just found that out today.
Right. How neat is that? And you sing together with her. We'll have to invite her on the show.
She fills in for me sometimes at church.
How neat. Well, maybe we can get a trio going here.
Right.
Yeah, we can do that.
That would be wonderful.
So you had said that you have sang your whole life since you were little. I can attest, because when she asked, did I know you? So I can attest, for number one, that you know what you're doing. I told her from the get-go, I said, yeah, I know who she is. I said, and she can sing, because the first time I ever saw you, you were singing at Country's Barbecue.
Oh, neat.
That's right.
And so my mom had told me who you were, and I remember telling my mom, I said, before I knew she knew you, I said, that woman can sing. And so and you can tell you've been doing it a while, and you said you come from a family of singers.
Yeah, I do. And Country's Barbecue, I'm a huge bluegrass fan.
Yeah.
And Matthew Holt
Right.
recruited me years ago. I'm not going to tell you how long ago, but years ago he recruited me to help him along the way. And we've done a lot of great bluegrass music together, and old country and gospel.
Now, those guys are some good pickers.
They are no joke.
Do you play anything, or you just sing? Or?
I play keyboard, which doesn't fit into bluegrass music
Sure.
too well. But
Right.
I do play keyboard. I play keyboard at church. And
Do you ever sing in any groups other than with that, or just do solo stuff?
I did sing for a few years when I was attending Airview Baptist Church before I became a music minister, with a gospel group called Joyful Sound.
Okay.
And we just did local things around, and we were based out of the same church, but then we all kind of dispersed and went to different churches. So,
Who are your favorite singers? You have any influences or some of your favorites?
Gospel-wise, right now is Lauren Daigle.
Yeah.
Dottie Rambo.
She's wrote a lot of good ones.
Not just a singer, but the words that came from her heart through God, through her from God. Man, she's one of my idols. She really is.
Oh, yeah.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, if you've ever heard me sing, you'll hear a little bit of Aretha Franklin and you'll hear a whole lot of Patsy Cline. In fact, I have to give the Red Door Theater a little bit of plug. They cast me as Patsy Cline as in Always Patsy Cline back in 2014. I learned 27 Patsy Cline songs. 27. Had the time of my life. It was great. Patsy, she had a life to live. She really did.
Yeah, she sure did. So you had mentioned about writing, and
tell us a little bit. Is this the first album you've ever written?
Well, I didn't write the whole album. I only have 4 songs on this one that are original. My original album had 1 song on it that was original, but that song really kind of spurred these other songs. And I don't know if other writers do that, but once you write something, you're like, oh, I thought about this yesterday. I need to write about this. The first one, and it's on this album too, Beautiful to Me, came from an experience I had with my son who had a drug addiction and went through a tough time. Went to a rehab center, and he called me one afternoon, and I wasn't expecting his phone call. In fact, at this rehab center, which was Teen Challenge, I can put a plug in for them too. They're awesome people. They don't let you call home until they deem that it's, appropriate. So he called me one afternoon. Well, he didn't. My phone, I looked down, it said Teen Challenge, and I was like, oh no. But it was him on the other end, and he said, Mom, I went to church. It was Sunday afternoon, and he said, Mom, I went to church today, and I turned my life over to Jesus. And he said, I have hope. He said, now I have hope. So a couple of days later, I woke up one morning, and God hit me with this thought that when all this time he was going through this, he would look in the mirror and not see what God saw. He couldn't see what I saw. Right. All he could see was shame and guilt and darkness. So I wrote Beautiful to Me because he made that change. He stood up and put that robe on and, stood in the glory of God and became a whole new person. So that's where that song came from, and then the rest of them just kind of rolled on.
Yeah, well, that is an incredible story, which makes us even more want to hear the music even more. Tell me a little bit about your writing process.
It's really strange, and I've heard other people talk about this. I don't sit down and say, oh, I'm fixing to write this song. Usually it's just a thought that enters my head, and I get up. Usually the morning times is when the thoughts come, and when I'm in tune or, conversing with God or whatever. And I've never written anything other than gospel. Then it just kind of flows, and I write, some people write lyrics and chord progressions and melody differently. Separately, I don't. I put them together at the same time. Everybody has a different process. Yeah,
I know. He was strumming a bunch the other night. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, when I would write whenever it hit. And these people that I knew would want to sit down, and we're going to have a writing session. And we tried to do that before, and it never worked because I can't just do it. It just... Absolutely. When it flows from you is when you need to get it. So
there's no set time when that happens. I could be riding down the road and I'm like, oh, man, let me get my phone and,
sing into your phone.
Sing into the phone, and then later on go back and, finish the verse or the chorus. And I've got things on my phone that are like a couple of years old I'll never even listen to again. But then, when one hits that I really like or that is close to my heart, then I'll keep it.
You have a notebook stashed away with little pieces of songs in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got one in the back of a closet.
Do you really?
I keep saying I'm going to get back to it, but I hadn't got back to it yet. So.
Faithful, I know, but I silenced the voice of praise living in me. This load that I carry, I lay at your feet, and this voice of praise has my weary soul. This world may be calling me. Right now I'm falling free. Come, Holy Spirit, cleanse me and mend me. Lord, make me whole. Lord, come be my healer. Oh, come be my
That was fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
I knew it
so
would
much.
be. I knew it would be. So where did you record this?
I recorded at Snipper Creek Studio in the big town of Beulah,
Beulah,
Alabama,
Alabama.
with Mr. Randy Miller. If you need anything recorded, y'all give him a holler. He's awesome. He really is.
Randy is awesome. Is a friend of mine and a very talented guy, and
Very
did a
talented.
great job on your album. So congratulations to that.
Thank you so much.
And thank you again for being with us.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. Y'all, thank you so much for having me.
Hey guys, Andy and Jeff and I really hope that you enjoyed today's episode. We have decided it's a giveaway time, so we're going to be giving away Lisa's newest CD in our next episode. All you have to do to register to win this CD is to leave us a comment below in the comment section. And the winner will be announced on the July 23rd episode of Coffee Talk. Thanks as always for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content from this channel. Bye!